Hey, welcome back, DHS. Good to get in front of you guys again. Good to get back to routine. I know you might not be comfortable with this format, this style. I get it. I'm not either. So let's just make the most of it and work through it and try to learn together and try to progress together over these next 9 weeks. Maybe a little shorter for you seniors. So what I want to do today is show you the new DeltaMath format. Make sure you feel comfortable with that, how to find your assignments, how to get help on that, how to work the calculator, and then just show you a few examples. But mainly the first week is going to be reviewing a lot of the stuff we did in the first part of chapter 4 in the third marking period. And all those skills we'll need in chapter 5 stuff over the next 3 weeks after that. So it's real important that we feel comfortable with some of these skills we've done before, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get to DeltaMath. You should be able to see my mouse on this video, kind of navigate through. So right now I'm under a student account. I created an account under my wife's name so that I could get used to what you guys see. And when you enter the assignment, here's the topics that we're going to review over here, okay? So it shows the progress for the week. Like right now, I think there's somewhere around 20 questions on here that I assigned for the entire week. Go at your own pace. Try not to spend more than 30 minutes a day on your math because you've got some other things that to do for your other topics. I get it. So pace yourself, okay? All right. So I try to put this in the order I think you should go through too. So if you go through identifying trig ratios, this is going to be your SOHCAHTOA rules, okay? And your XYR definitions, whatever you're more comfortable with. All right, so when triangle PQR, they give us the measure of these angles, the length of these sides. They also give that to us in the diagram. What ratio represents the sine of angle P? All right, so we know sine. Over here in Paint Artist, it's not very clean and neat, but still, it's pretty easy to follow. So sine of angle P is going to be, remember SOHCAHTOA is going to be opposite over hypotenuse for sine. All right, so that's going to be, opposite of P is going to be over here, directly across from it, 45 over the hypotenuse, which is clearly 53. Okay, so how do we enter that into the DeltaMath format? Slide this up a little bit for you. Right here, you want to click this calculator button, okay? So now we just do 45 divided by, as soon as I hit divided by, it's going to turn it into a fraction or a ratio for us, 53, and I'm going to submit my answer, okay? It confirms, are you sure you want this to be your answer? Yes, I do. Yes, I got it right, okay? Go on to the next problem. All right, let me show what happens if you get it wrong. Now it's going on to cotangent. Remember, cotangent, of course, is going to be the reciprocal of tangent. So instead of opposite over adjacent, we're thinking adjacent over opposite. Let's just say I think the answer is 5. For whatever reason, there's no way it's supposed to be 5. I'm going to go with 5. Are you sure? Yes. Nope. But they're going to give you one more attempt before they move on to the next problem. Okay? All right, try it again. I think my answer is 55. Nope, it's wrong. So it's going to move on to the next problem. But after I get done with the set of problems of 5, it's going to cycle me back through to this. Okay? You also, if you get to a particular problem and you don't know how to do it, it's got this nice option of showing an example before you try it. So are my examples even needed? Well, maybe, because I can add some things. I can talk you through some things. So I think I can add some value to showing you some examples throughout these 9 weeks. But you've got this as another resource too. Okay? Show the example. They give you a different example, not the same one. They want you to do your own original work. But then this pops up another problem that just explains how to do it. Goes through the definition of cosine. So you got that there too. And now you can go back to your original problem and try it again. Okay? All right, so you're in the middle of the problems. You're like, all right, I've had enough today, or your sibling needs to get on the device. You got to leave for whatever reason, right? How did I get out of this formative assessment, the set of problems? Just click on this DeltaMath up in the upper left, and it shows you your progress and what you've been doing. Okay, the 4% just means out of my weekly 20 problems, I've got 4% done. Okay, so I guess I just wanted to show you that so you know it is saving your progress. If you have to leave and log out, go ahead, come back, and you pick right up where you left off. Okay. All right, a couple other topics here. Using trig to find a side. I'm going to show you that here with paint in just a moment. I want to give you an original problem though. Degrees to radians. Remember, these are just our conversion factors. We multiply by either pi over 180 or 180 over pi. And so if you forget, this says 210. I forgot. Show me an example. It gives you a different angle, and you've got the conversion factor. So that should be pretty straightforward. I'm going to let you review that one kind of on your own. All right. I'm going to go into my account though, so that I can show you original problems, and I'll do them over off to the side here. Okay. So just a moment. Let me transition. Okay, here we go. So let me take you through a little more details on some of these examples to help you out here, okay? Trig ratios. Let's try one of these. What ratio represents the sine of angle Q? So find angle Q. Remember, sine is going to be opposite over hypotenuse. All right. So sine of angle Q is going to be 12/13. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and enter that into the calculator here to get our answer. Now they're going to switch this up. They're not just going to give you sine every time. They're going to give you all three trig functions along with the reciprocals, cosecant, cotangent, tangent, all that stuff. Okay. So 12/13 would be the answer. Throw it in there. Let's go on to another one. Okay. Let's look at using trig to find a side. This would be a good one to go over. All right, here we go. Let's look at this problem here. So we have an angle given to us of 46 degrees. We have a side given to us of 79. Find the length of WX, this side right here. So you got to ask yourself, how are these two sides related to the angle 46? Well, X is opposite, 79 is adjacent, so that would be tangent. So we want to set up this trig ratio. Tan, oh, that's messy, oh well, is equal to X over 79, okay? And tan of the angle that we have, so tan of 46 degrees. I should have put 46 in here. Let's start over. Tan of 46 degrees equals X over 79, okay? All right, so when you get these ratios, I've always told you just to cross multiply, because cross multiply always gets us out of fraction form, whether it's in the top or whether it's in the bottom, okay? So cross multiply, I get X times 1 equals 79 times tan 46 degrees. So it's ready for the calculator now, okay? So grab your calculator. If you don't have one, search one on the internet. Your smartphones, if you turn them sideways, they have this too, right? So tan 46 degrees, make sure you're in degrees, not radians. Multiply by 79, and you get your answer. They're asking to the nearest tenth of a foot, and you get your answer on that one. Okay? So Could punch that in real quick. Now, I don't have these problems preloaded, so I got to do them on the fly too. So let me get